Okay, so I think you're live. Let's continue. Okay, so I apologize for the technical difficulties, but yes, the stream has begun. So today, welcome first of all to the first stream of the Watch Jala Code channel. Today we'll be looking at how we could possibly make a YT Telegram bot. So this will most likely be a multi-part series with 2 to 3 parts. So let us have fun. Okay, first, one of the things we need to do is actually learn what we are doing because I don't know how to create Telegram bots. But what I do know is build your own X. Okay. I saw an article on build your own X. On build your own X, you can see just many posts about building. Just insert the technology here, and you probably see something with regards to building that. There's something about building an OS. So there's a lot of stuff. So yeah, there's this one I saw. Yeah, how to make a responsive Telegram bot. Okay, so making and deploying an interactive Telegram bot in Node.js. The tutorial will go through a straightforward set of steps to get a responsive Telegram bot up and running from scratch. The bot father. Okay, I spent a considerable amount of time figuring out how to make a functional Telegram bot. I mean, sure, the official introduction is good, but there's a lot of stuff about what bots are and a few scattered introductions about the API, but not enough of structure for a beginner to get up and running quickly. So here's how to make a responsive Telegram bot in Node.js with the least amount of hassle. Okay, first we have to search for the bot father Telegram bots. He's the one that will assist you with creating and managing your bot. So I guess I assume for that we have to go to the Telegram scene. Yeah, so I already tried this. I already tried doing something with bot father. Yes, I was experimenting, but didn't quite know what I was doing. But I guess we can start again. So let's see. Start. Okay. Then new bot. Please choose a name for your bot. I will call it YT notification bot. Bot. Okay. Now choose a username for the bot. It must end in bot. Okay. Uh, YT bot. Okay, it must end in bot. Okay, so YT notification bot. Username already taken. So YT stream notification bot. Yes. So they gave us an API. Okay. Done. Congratulations on your new bot. You will find it at t.me YT stream. Okay, you can now add a description about section and profile picture of your bot. See help for a list of commands. By the way, when you finish creating your cool bot, ping up. Okay, that doesn't matter. We'll copy this and we'll probably use it. But let's see how the bot looks like. So this is the notification bot. But there's no server, so it's basically just like an empty chat right now. Yeah, so I guess our journey will take us through learning how to create the thing. So, but for now, back to the browser scene. Let's actually see what we are doing. Make it with Golang. Actually, I'm learning Golang while going through the YT process. So I do not know Golang. I don't know Golang enough to make something like this with it. So that's why I thought of making it with Node.js. I'm sorry to disappoint. Okay, but yeah, back to this. Okay, so we've done all the basics. New bot to create a new bot. We've done all this. Okay, you've created your first bot. You should see a new API token generated for it. For example, in the previous picture, you can see my newly generated token. Now you can search for your newly created bot on Telegram. Yeah, we did that already. We even chatted up the bot. But yeah, like I said, it's just an empty chat, so it's quite disappointing. The bot is currently stupid in the sense that it can't really reply or say anything back. Let's take care of that by building our bot server, which runs on the back end. Okay, set up your bot server. Okay, so every time you message a bot, it forwards your message in the form of an API call to a server, which makes sense. This server is what processes and responds to all the messages you send to the bot. There are two ways we can go about receiving updates whenever someone sends messages to our bot. Long pulling, yeah, which is periodically scanning for messages that may have appeared. This is a method that is not recommended because you just be wasting resources. And the second method is webhooks. Have the bot call an API whenever it receives a message, much faster and more responsive. Okay, we're going to go with webhooks for this tutorial. Each webhook is called with an update object. Let's create our server to handle this update. We'll be creating our server using Node.js, but you can use whatever suits you to make your server once you have Node and npm installed. I'm also just going to use Node.js because I'm most familiar with Node.js. So we'll just go to the browser scene. Okay, I can post a Node.js crash course. You're planning to learn it. No problem. But I don't know if you're familiar with my courses. They are not like crash courses because I tend to try and learn with people that are watching. So if you're still interested, I have no problem doing that for you. Okay, so now let's start up our terminal and create a Node.js bot. First bot.js. Oh, okay. I guess this can be your crash course if you're still watching. We can call this crash course into using Node.js. Okay, so crash course into using Node.js. Okay, so npm. Now we're just going to install some packages. Node.js uses npm, which is the Node.js package manager. Yeah, so we're going to get some things. We're going to get Express, which is a framework for just easy, so that you can easily make servers. We're going to get Express, we're going to get Axios, and we are going to get, I think this is all we need at the moment. So, okay, okay, I think I didn't start this properly. We're actually supposed to initialize a project first with npm. That's usually the first step. Oh, I don't want this to take time. Unfortunately, this is in the video, so I can't cut this out. Okay, so the package name is going to be building a Telegram bot live. I'm going to leave it as that. Version show description, a Telegram bot for sending YT notifications. Okay, entry point bot.js, test command, no test command yet, git repository, no git repository yet, keywords, bot, YT, Telegram, YouTube. No, that's enough. Auto, license types, module. Okay. Yes, this is okay. So now we have our package.json. In basically in node programming, package.json is where we have all our dependencies. So now when I do npm express, npm install express Axios, when they come in, we'll have them sitting right here. But in the meantime, we can still keep going. So this is a basic import statement. So we're importing npm. No, we're importing express. from Express. No. That's the wrong way of writing it. From Express. Now let's instantiate our server. So when you are doing this with Express, what you can do is very easy. You could just do const server equal to Express. This gets us an easy to use Express server. Then we can make the server go live. Make the server listen on a port. So our server dot listen. This will host the server on a port, but we have to first get a port. So const port process dot env dot port or 3000. So port. Yeah, then this is the callback function. We can say console.log. This is the equivalent of doing format.println or fmt.println in I think Go. Yes. Bot server live on port HTTP on port. I'm going to change how we did this. These are called template strings. That way you can put your code. 3000. Okay. This is one thing I don't like about npm. This is taking a lot of time. It will be helpful if you make one course. I'll try my best to make one course on it. Okay. So back to okay, so we have the things installed. Then for passing requests, we can add a JSON middleware. Normally I think people use body parser, but this is no longer necessary because Express has upgraded. So we can do express.use, no, server.use express.json. This is for application /JSON request bodies, body parsing. Then there's another one for URL encoded, body parsing, server.use express.url encoded, extended true. Yes, so we have a basic server setup. And if we did npm, wait, let me add some scripts. We can add a start script. No, yeah, a dev script first. Npm, no, nodemon bot.js means we have to install nodemon. Npm i-save -dev nodemon. Doing this helps us. So nodemon is a package that helps your server always stay live when you change code, so you don't have to always go back to your terminal and just like change or reload your server. So that's why most people use nodemon. Then yes, we can go to the guy's code to see what he did next. Let's see, browser scene. Okay, mkdir, my telegram bot, npm init. We've done all this basic npm process. Yes, Express is our application server. We went through that. Axios is an HTTP client. It's like the fetch thing in the browser and the server, but it's a third party something. Body parser is not needed anymore because you can do this via express.json instead of body parser for JSON for passing application JSON. Okay, so then they'll make a post request to the server. And I guess this is his bot ID. I remember we have our bot ID as well. So I guess we'll attach it here to see how this works. Okay, so I guess I'll just copy the part of the code we need, which is just this. Then I'll do some basic routing and we'll check it out. Okay. Okay, so we have our node mon running. So I guess we can then do npm run dev because we've written the dev script, which should start our server. Then we can write a route. Process is not defined. Oh, this is strange. Do we ever import process? Process. Let's see, from node process. Okay, so it works now. I've actually never imported process. Most times it's just usually there. This is a first for me. Okay, so package JSON bot.js. Now we have to look into our routing routes. Dispatcher routes.js. When I'm making projects, I usually have something I call a route dispatcher for just sending out my routes. I don't know how others do theirs because I don't watch people code too much. Or at least I don't watch people code in JavaScript. This is a placeholder. Here we'll add the message router. We'll write that in a minute. But we have to export the dispatcher. Export the dispatcher as default. Okay. Export default. Then we can come back to the bot file and import the dispatcher. Dispatcher routes.js. Then use it for dispatching routes. Use the dispatcher for routes management. To server, no, dispatcher, because the dispatcher is a function. We call it and pass the server as an argument to the function. Okay, bot.js dispatcher. And then now we write a router for messages. So messages dot router or the routes.js import. So in Express we have something called the router that's used to route requests. You can use it for all the request verbs, or sorry, the HTTP verbs. So message router dot post. Let's see, new message. Then we had an asynchronous request response, no response next. We had a request handler. Then the code we copied from the web, let's go check it out again. If you guys remember, we copied some code from the web browser scene. Wait, yes, we copied some code from the web. Bro, can I get your Instagram so that I can have your contact with you? Who knows if in the future you could come over for my career, like interview tips or something like that. Well, I think I need help in my career as well, and I'm also not really on Instagram. But if you're on X, my X is at it's the same X as this one, really. What Jala code? This is my X account. But yeah, so it's at Watch Jala code. I think YouTube is because it's the same as my or search for J code instead. Yes, that would be better. You can search for J code. I just sent that to the chat. So this you can use this to find me on Twitter, and I'll just immediately know it's you. So yeah, back to the browser. So now we just need this because Azimi want to play the Marco Polo thing that he did here. VS Code scene. Then copy and paste. Then we import Axios. PRTAXIOS. Okay. Let's see if it works. I mean, the server should. Now, what's the issue? Okay, app we've not. Okay, let's export the router because we need it in the dispatcher page export default message router. Messages routes.js. Yeah, then we import it here. Import routers. Import message router.js. Then we add it right here, message router. All right, so we've written the server that should work. At least this should be a working server. Let's see if, yep, yeah, Node agrees. Our server is online. But if we go to the Telegram, you will notice that it actually doesn't work. It doesn't work here. If we go back to our Telegram scene and we try to chat the bot, yo, no reply still. It's because we haven't really connected our bot. So let's explore how we would do this. Browser, back to the browser. Yeah, so we've written a basic server. Yay us. So if all goes well, you should see, yeah, Telegram app listening on port 3000. We have something similar, but this is not enough. The bot cannot call an API if it is running on your local machine. Very true. It needs a public domain name. This means we have to deploy our application. Okay, when I tested this out, because this has been on my mind for like 2 days, so I wrote some code. I got as far as this, then I stopped. But I did host the service on render. But while I was talking to the to ChatGPT about the process, ChatGPT mentioned something called Ngrok, which we can use. Ngrok, I think. What is Ngrok? I think Ngrok is for port forwarding. So let's see. If we try this Ngrok thing and it doesn't work, I believe we'll just use what is it called? We'll just use render because we can't kill ourselves, man. I want this stream to be an hour long, and we're already like 29 minutes in, so we must get a basic bot running. Putting your APIs online should be hard, so we made it easy. Ngrok is the flexible API gateway for instant, secure connectivity anywhere, public or private. Ditch the infrastructure headaches and enjoy building software again. Get started for free. Read the docs. Ngrok isn't just for development. These thousands rely on it daily to instantly serve critical applications and API across clouds, on-prem, and customers or partner networks without the headaches of complex infrastructure. One thing I want to try doing. One thing I want to try doing is, yeah, I want to currently pull out the stream chat. This is actually my first stream, so I don't know what I'm doing, basically. So I want to try. Can we pull it out? Well, I guess we can't. Or maybe I'll figure it out another day. For now, back to Ngrok. Sign up for free. And I feel like we're wasting too much time. Let's ask ChatGPT how to use Ngrok. This is where you use AI. I think people don't really know how to use AI. They just use AI for everything. You shouldn't use AI for everything because one reason I stopped using AI was because you know how if you use VS Code's autocomplete, the tab feature, I would always use tab for everything. I'd be tabbing around the place. Then I noticed that I would pause, my brain would stop and wait for it to see what ChatGPT would write, then so that I could use tab. That's when I turned it off and decided to just like be serious. So how do we use Ngrok for port forwarding? I'm currently on the YT live. Currently, okay, no, I don't have to give you that information. Let's go. Using Ngrok for port forwarding is super straightforward. It lets you expose a local port like a development server or a Telegram bot running on localhost 3000 to the internet with a public URL. Here's how to do it. Okay. Okay, so we have to install Ngrok. Eeh, this is going to be stressful. Okay, one thing we can do. Uh, uh, okay, because you guys can't see my whole screen unless I added new screens. Because I want you guys to see the process as well. Because then, if you did see the process, it won't be really be useful. So if you would give me a minute, I would add my terminal screen as well. Okay, wait, give me a minute so that we could install Ngrok. Don't switch to terminal. This is what I was worried about. Control C. Okay, so we're back. But I want to change video capture. Window capture to show the terminal. How can I get the terminal to show? Window capture, change to. Yes. So now we kind of have command prompt. We kind of have command prompt, which is not a bad thing. Okay, so now back to the browser to see what ChatGPT was saying. Okay, using Ngrok for port forwarding is super straightforward. It lets you expose a local port like your development server or a Telegram bot running on localhost. First, we have to download Ngrok, unzip and move it to a directory in your system path. I think we should just do this using Linux because after all, I have a WSL. I don't like stress at all. Okay, so what we can do, we switch back to my VS Code scene. Window capture. Okay, so we're going to do this from VS Code. Why did I even leave? I guess we can use Copilot as well. I want to download. I want to download Ngrok on my WSL. Fast. I'm so sorry for wasting time, but this should be expected because we are kind of doing this live. Okay, so I'll help you download and install it on your. Okay, so it wants to do it for me. WSL list verbals. Okay, no. What we can do is we just enter the WSL ourselves rather than having it do that for us. I have an Ubuntu WSL installed, so we just do bash. Yeah. Cancel. Okay, so this is the command. Okay, it looks okay. Continue. But here our bash is taking its own precious time. I think it's in agent mode. I'm not a fan of agent mode. What is agent mode even, sir? Oh, Jesus Christ. Guys, I think what I'm going to do at this point is we are going to just use render because I have this on render. At least I have a render server for this purpose. Let's init a Git repository. Then we'll switch to Ngrok when I have it figured out so we don't waste time. All right. So, because this, so let's put this Git add, no, Git init. Let's initialize the repository. Git add. Let's add all our Git files. Come on, man. Git add. Oh no, 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 no. When we're uploading to Git, we should add our node modules to our Git ignore. If not, it'll be too large. Our Git and maybe our .env files. So Git add once again. All right. No, 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 no. Why are you adding the node modules? Okay, Git clear cache. I think that there's a command like this. Was it git clean cache? Okay, git clean cache. Okay, we'll force it. Git clean cache -f to force clean the cache. Yes, we've cleaned our git cache. Now, git add. This should take into our account our git ignore files. It's still not taking it into account. Oh, I've made a mistake I would not like to make. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. No, I don't like this. I'm throwing a tantrum. But it's part of life. We've initialized Git already. Oh, the git ignore was in another folder. Sorry. It should never be in a subfolder or anything like that. It should be in the main what's it called, directory. It was in the route directory previously. I just brought it out. So this is actually my fault. Now git add. Yes. It only added the necessary things. So git commit -m build building a Telegram bot live. Yeah, that's a serious message. Then we just push it to my public Git repo, public publish branch to public repository. So you guys can see it as well. I'll probably add the GitHub to the maybe stream chat. For now, let me remove this. Well, I'm so sorry I'm wasting time, but yes, this is my first stream. I will get better. Also, if you're watching, please subscribe. That would be lovely. That would help a lot. Okay, now we are going back to, so let's go to the browser so we can now use render. Let's go to the browser so we can use render. I actually use render a lot. In fact, I told you I tried this out. If you've been watching the stream for a while now, I told you I tried this out on render previously. So you see there's a Telegram bot already on render. But all it does for now is just, in fact, let me show you guys. All it does is to welcome people to the channel. So I don't really have any serious opinion of the Telegram bot. Let's switch to the Telegram thing so I can show you guys. I think it was called, we're currently making a YT notification bot. That bot I wanted to make was a PDF extraction bot. Yes, PDF parser bot. So yeah, all it tells you is just Welcome to the Watch Jala Code Telegram channel. I haven't done much with it. This actually took me a while to set up because I didn't understand what I was doing, but now I kind of understand. So let's see. So now back to the browser. Dashboard. Yes, dashboard. This is taking a sufficient amount of time. 12:40 and we still don't have our bot. I promise you guys that will be done by 1 at the very least. Now let's check the let me check the stream chat. I'm sure you guys can see it. No updates. An error occurred. Is it an error in my stream or an error occurred for me as a viewer? I don't understand. But I'm still gonna continue. Okay, so we can add a new project. If you guys don't have render, render is pretty easy to set up, and I like using it because it's free. I only have one paid render service here, and that's for an actual project with my team. So by team, I mean a group of junior devs that we just do things together. I don't mean like I don't have a job or anything. I couldn't even get an internship this semester, so yeah, I'm quite sad. That's why I opened this YT channel so I could learn and level up. So we're gonna be doing a web service. Yeah, I told you guys I did one yesterday, building a Telegram bot, but now we're building a Telegram bot live. So we're doing this one. Oh wait, I didn't add a start command. We have to do this. Sorry. These are mistakes that people should expect to happen. Telegram scene. Let's go to the VS Code scene. I didn't add a start script in the package as JSON. So it won't know what to start the bots with. So when you are doing hosting or render, you should always add a start command. So it will do node.js. Yeah, now back to the no, sorry, I have to commit this. Git add dot git commit dash n added start script. Yes. Then git push. The pushing it's taking a sweet time. Once again, if you are not subscribed and you're watching, please subscribe. Yeah, and also tell me if you want me to be doing streams like this. What are your opinions? What are your thoughts? I want the channel to grow, so I'm always open to, I don't know, thoughts of people. So now back to the browser. Then we're going to do this again. I'm going to reload the page because that's all we need to do. Okay, so building a Telegram bot live seconds ago. We'll have a Telegram bot, at least something. We'll have something. I'm not guaranteeing a bot, but we'll have something. Yeah, so the start command is nodebot.js. And of course, we'll be using the free service. But let's see, Render has a bunch of stuff. If anyone is interested, you could use Render for serious things, but this is not too serious. So we're obviously going to spin up a free instance. But the thing about free instances is that they spin out after periods of inactivity. Yeah, so you usually notice that the first thing you send could take like 50 seconds to get in because you've not been using the bot for a while. For example, if I try to chat with that bot, it won't work right now. It take like 50 seconds for you to see a reply, or the reply will get timed out because mm, the server was asleep. It's spun down due to inactivity. But after that first time, it worked. So yeah, deploy web service, add a variable. Okay, let's add a port, and let's do 8433 also. Was it 443? 43, 433. I don't know. Deploy web service. That I just entered an environment variable. If you're not familiar with that, that was an environment variable. Okay, so we have got our bots. Finally, we've got the web address for our bot here. So we can just copy this and then go back to the guide we were following. So the bot hasn't been deployed. Render is deploying it. It'll take its Sweet time, probably like maybe a minute or less. So now let's go to the guide we're following. Yeah, so the guide used the service called Now, but Now is now deprecated and tells you to use Vercel. But I also tried using Vercel, at least the Vercel it recommended, and that didn't work either. So we'll just skip it. We'll skip all this. We'll skip all this. Okay, so great. This means your server is deployed on, yeah, and your API should be present. Yes. Now all we need to do is to let Telegram know that our bot has to talk to this URL whenever it receives any message. We do this through the Telegram API. Enter this in your terminal. So we have to enter this in our terminal. It's a curl request. So we have to make a curl request that looks like this based on our own endpoint. So this is the endpoint for sending new messages. So we'll use the one we created for the server we just deployed. Then we'll get our API token and set the webhook. So yes, Control A. No, I want to copy just all we have here. And let's see for, yeah, service is live. Okay, now let's go to our VS Code scene. Trial, okay. Arnold OG said I should try Railway, which is good for bot hosting. Gives like 1 or 2 month free hosting 24/7. Oh wow, I did not know that. We'll definitely have to try that sometime. Definitely. Okay, so we're going back to the Telegram, sorry, the VS Code scene now. If you guys remember the instructions, because I don't remember the instructions. Okay, so we have to enter this in our terminal, and this should be our port, which is a render, the one we got from render, and I'm going to paste it in a sec. Okay, I didn't copy it. I thought I copied it. I did copy it, yes. Here we have it. Building a Telegram bot live.onradar.com /bot/message/new message. Yeah, so this is it. Then we insert our API token for the bot. So let's go check it out. You guys are free to see the API token because I feel like it's not relevant. This bot is for the stream, not for me. So let's go to the Telegram scene. Once again, if you are watching and let's say you're new, please. Okay, our bot was called YT notification bot, right? Yes. Oh no, we need to go to bot further to find out what the. So like I was saying, if you are watching and you're new to the stream, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, tell me your thoughts in the chat. People always say that the YT stream chats are dead. Is that true? At least compared to Twitch. I don't know. I don't do streaming. I don't even watch streams. I only watch like YouTube videos. Unless it's the Prime Agent, then of course I'm forced to watch because why not? Okay, so now let's go back to the browser. No, our VS Code scene. VS Code. Okay, then we add. Yes, then okay. So now we're supposed to curl this. I don't know how to curl on what's it called? The regular command shell or PowerShell or whatever. I don't know how to curl in Bash, or I don't know how to curl in Bash either. But this works by default because I think the guy assumes you have some Linux subsystem or whatever, which in this case we do. So glory. Okay, so now we're gonna curl this and see what it says. So I just hit enter. So now we're waiting. Okay, true. Webhook was set. So now the webhook for our bot was set. So if everything aligns, our bot should at least work. So when we say Marco, it should tell us Polo. That's what this bit of code that we took from the tutorial says. So I'm just gonna remove it because I want it to work regardless of if you say Marco or not. You know, when I was initially trying this thing, it was like 3 a.m. and I didn't see this bit of code that I just removed that I copied. So after I did everything, I was trying to send it, but it wasn't working. I tried everything. I read so much documentation. I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working. I thought it was a render issue. I was failing something, but it turned out that I was not sending. The intent of the tutorial was for you to send Marco and receive Polo, because I don't know, maybe because it was 3 a.m. and I was high or low, in this case, low on sleep. I couldn't see it. But the next day, immediately I opened my VS Code. I just saw the mistake. I was just like, wow. And it caused me a lot of trouble, to be serious. Yeah, so I'm removing this. So if we have no message, we just end the request, meaning you didn't say anything, so we're not giving you anything. So if our message is not present, do nothing and return. Yes. Okay, so now let's try it. Who has tried the Telegram bot? Does it work? Let me see. Who has tried the bot? Does it work? So it should work. Let's go to the Telegram scene. Oh, we have to send Marco. I forgot. Let's go to Telegram. Let's go to Telegram. So now we are going to our stream notification board and we're sending Marco. Will it work? Ah, I want to shed tears. Why is it not working? I so hate programming. This should, I mean, it has no reason to not work. Ah, Jesus, guys, life is difficult. I'm about to give up. Put the fries in the bag. I don't know, become a doctor or something. Really. Okay, let's be serious. Let's figure out why it isn't working. Is it the. Let's go to the browser. Okay, there's an error. Yeah, I should have expected something like this. What does it say? Man, this error is very. It's huge. Yes, so there's an error. I did no error handling, so this is my bad. We'll add an error handler in a minute. 401 unauthorized. But why? What is this? What does this even mean? Okay. Trying to read this. A request field with error bad request. What's the message? Method post. Actually, I don't know what this is saying. This mistake didn't happen when I was trying this out. Wait. Wait. What we can do is we can just insert this because this error is very large. I did no error handling, but they're saying the request was unauthorized, which shouldn't happen because I set everything correctly to the best of my understanding. Does anyone know what's wrong? Eesh, programming with errors. This is life, guys. This is real life. Okay, so now let me be serious. I should be able to solve this. So the chat did come in. We have the chat ID and it says Polo. So what's the problem? For us to have the chat ID, it means we received the message I was sending. In fact, for this error to even come here, it means that okay, the connection did happen, but they are saying bad request unauthorized, which I don't understand why. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Let's look at the code. What could possibly be causing this in the code? What is this video about? Nice to meet you, Rebecca Elson. This video is about. I'm trying to build a YT notification Telegram bot, and I'm not expecting this error because I tried this, and like I showed people in the stream earlier, it was actually working, but now I don't know. And we're gonna figure it out if you are willing to stay the stream because I'm not even here till I understand why I messed up. Mm. What I don't understand is why it's failing. let's go to the let's go to the browser scene. Back to the browser, please. If anyone knows how we could, I don't know, change things, change the situation of things, please do tell me. Do tell. Do not keep it to yourself. Maybe there's something wrong with the port we are using because I heard Telegram only accepts bot requests from defined ports. But for the sake of time and the fact that I was not expecting this error because it didn't happen last time, even if I had way worse issues last time, we are gonna just pass this into ChatGPT, guys. One of vibe coding, by the way, we are doing this. We are trying to understand why we are having this error. And this is too long for me to read because we didn't do error handling. Client requests. I feel like we've been whatever. I'm just going to ChatGPT now. So yes. No, wrong ChatGPT. Right ChatGPT. No, I didn't copy it. Wait, I have a question. Okay, did we not set a bot token? Wait, wait. Wait. Let's go back to VS Code. Did we not set? We did set one, so that's not the issue. Okay, wait, let's try something. Now I'm just annoyed because this shouldn't be happening. This is ruining my plans. Let's try one of the ports that we were told about. Wait, because I was reading the documentation, browser scene. I was reading the documentation the other day. Node Telegram bot API. No, there's actually a Node an npm package we could have used. So I see now that I'm the cause of my own problems. Control H. Let's check my history for something. Yes. Uh, uh, hmm. Hmm. Telegram bot API. This is what we're looking for. Okay. Oh, we must get this bot working today. It must work. Ideally, this stream was supposed to last 1 hour, then I would break the video. Okay, 8443. Let's try this port because maybe this is the issue. Let's copy this error and also paste it to ChatGPT to see what it gives us. I'm just going to copy it to the end because I don't know where it ends. It's actually nauseating to see this error. Oh, wait. I feel like something that could be wrong is if we check the git, let's go to my GitHub. Maybe did we set wait, okay. I feel like I now know what is wrong or what may be wrong in the routes file because we pushed this 20 minutes ago. I believe in message to routes.js. Yes, we'll okay. No, that's not the problem. I want to face palm. I thought we left in this, meaning we didn't include our API token, but clearly we did. So the question remains, what's the issue? Let me push the latest version of the code. No one in the chat is still helping me. If you are new, please first do one of two things, which is to subscribe. And the second thing is I'm trying to make a YouTube Telegram bot. Yes. So terminal. No, 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 no. Browser thing. Telegram. VS Code. Yes, I want to push the latest code that we, because we did some cleanup. So have we pushed it? The new things we did? No, we haven't. Git add git push dash no no git commit dash m. Made some changes. Git push. Then let's also paste the error into ChatGPT and see where we actually went wrong. Browser scene. Yes, let's go to the browser. Let's go to the browser. Let's go to ChatGPT and paste the error we got or we extracted. That's a very long error. Your Telegram bot token is invalid. I'm pretty sure we didn't use a placeholder token because we just checked that this is the code, right? And this should be what we got from bot father. Hmm. Let's redeploy and change an environment variable. This port variable, let's edit. Save, rebuild, and deploy. So I'm redeploying. I thought this was going to work quite easily because I already have a working version. What am I doing wrong? Let's check the GitHub of that working version. Okay, so let's go back. Building a Telegram bot. Because I have another one that works. Let's see what we are doing wrong. Okay, let's go to the routers and the message.router.js. So we include the bot token. Send the message. So it looks like we are doing the exact same thing. Let's try setting up. Let's try. Indeed, the YouTube chat scene for live streaming is very bad. You guys should at least, I don't know, point me in the right direction. Okay, so terminal. VS Code team. Yeah, let's go back to the VS Code team. I don't know why this error is happening, and I hate errors in my code. So let's try pushing the web. This webhook is already set. So indeed, we have set the webhook. But if we go to the browser, it still says, what does it say? Let's go back to render, to the logs. The service is live. So now let's try sending a message again. Let's see, macro. Seeing as there's no reply, there's most likely something wrong. Let's go back to the browser and see. My God, look at the size of this error. Look at the size of this error. Why is this happening? Why is programming like this? I thought I got the hang of this before I came on this stream because I did this yesterday and it worked. Life is difficult, guys. I'm not doing that. No, this is frustrating, but don't worry. Bro, what's that port 3000? Wait, let me go back. Port 3000 is the port it's running on my local machine, so it's unrelated to the code. Yes, code thing. Yes, it's unrelated. That's if you check, port 3000 happens here. Dot port or 3000. Yes. Oh. The request goes through, but it fails for some reason. Why it fails, I don't know, and neither does ChatGPT. This is why we shouldn't rely on AI. They're telling us what our request is unauthorized. How is it unauthorized? Is what I don't know. Okay, what we can do, let's try the Telegram bot I built previously that I told you guys about. So we can open that one. Open folder. Building a Telegram bot. So this is not the one we're working on. This is the one I did a day ago. And now we'll try to check the differences. Okay. Routes. The code looks identical because it was written by the same person. Messages.routes.js. Yes, the code once again looks identical. We post to this, which is this. This is for the PDF one that I made the day before, and it tells us welcome to the. So, what is wrong? Life is hard, guys. At this point. But what I can do, we can copy and paste this in our own project to see where the error could possibly be coming from. So open folder, building a Telegram bot live. This shouldn't be happening. I thought we would have progressed past this point. I was wrong. Expectation versus reality. Okay, then we'll paste the current one, which is this. Unless this is, I'm pretty sure that's fully correct. It should be a string. Okay, failed to send. We'll do git init, no, not git init, git commit -m. I'll gray out this next error because I haven't done any error handling. I haven't added an error handler middleware git commit. Okay, no, I've committed already. So now I want to push git push. Bro, change the port number in board.js file to 8433. I think I did that, but let's check. Maybe I didn't. I feel like I did that the second time we came here. Okay, let me change it to 8433. 8433, right? 8433. I also added this to the env file, so it should work regardless. But let's see. Let's push it again. Git commit, git add, git commit, -m, changed ports. Then git push. So now 8443, I think, not 8433. Yeah, it's 8443 I wrote this time. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go to the browser. And let's see. Okay, let's see. Detected service running on 8443, which is the right one. Let's redeploy. Deploy latest commit. So this has no reason to not work. If it doesn't work, I think we're abandoning we're abandoning this whole thing. But it should work. I feel like it has no reason to not work. Okay, deploying cache. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Transferred 56 MB. Extraction took 4 seconds. Found 0 vulnerabilities. This is so time consuming. So tedious. Just deploy already. Or maybe I should have done the port forwarding after all, but I don't think that's the issue. Hmm. 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 Uploading build. This is taking too long. It's annoying me, but I guess we could be reading documentation or something. Hmm. If this doesn't work, we're just gonna shift because I'm still gonna develop this, but now we are gonna shift to the one that is working because it has the same code. I don't know why it doesn't work. The only way it could not work would have to deal with the port thing we saw in the doc, which was this. That's the only way I see this error happening. So let's see. But if it doesn't work, man, we're gonna move on, bro. We can't kill ourselves. We tried our very best. Okay, build successful. This is taking far too long. But the aim of this stream, for one, is for me to learn how to build Telegram bots. That's one thing. The second thing is we're actually building a YouTube notifier because there's this YouTube API that tells you about channels, channel data, video data. So what I want to do is okay. Let's try if it works. Let's go to Telegram. This time it should work. Amen. Amen. It should work. Let's go. Marco. Yes. Okay. Thank you. The MVP. The MVP of this stream is Arnold OG for helping us with the ports. The MVP of the stream is at Arnold. Man, God bless you. So this is the MVP of our stream. So yeah, we got that to work. It worked using render. So indeed, the problem was the port problem. So I mean they are serious about what they said because in their website, mm, they did say that they only accept 4 ports, which is strange. But yeah, the port we used was 8443. So we are back. Now, the next agenda would be to, okay, first, quick question. Should I end the stream here and then we'd have a part two another time? Or we go for like 15 or 30 more minutes, then we stop. Then we continue with part two. We try to actually build like maybe a command set for the bot, like how they do it on Telegram with start, subscribe, or things like that. What do you guys see? Please, you have to respond. If nobody responds, I'm just gonna move on. By moving on, I mean we're gonna end the stream here, and there'll be part two because we're technically done. The goal for the first stream was to get ourselves a basic Telegram bot. So this kind of works. So any feedback at all? Don't make me flip a coin. Okay. Since there's no feedback, I guess we can continue. I'll continue regardless. But let me put it in the chat. Should we continue for another 15 to 30 minutes? I wonder how the latency. Okay, let's continue. Since the MVP of our stream has said we should continue, then we should definitely continue. Okay, so now let's see. So let's see how far we've come. At least we've got our basic stream working. Now we should add error handling so our errors can get properly formatted. We do error handling. At least I do error handling using middlewares in JavaScript. Yeah, I do error handling using middlewares in JavaScript. So let's create a middlewares folder. Error.middlewares.js. So middlewares are like functions. Okay, I can't say they are functions, but we can write them as functions. They intercept before they are between when the user, the client, sends a request and before we respond or before it gets to us, depends on where you plug the middleware. Like if we go back to the bot.js, these middlewares happen before the request hits us. So like the body parser middleware for parsing JSON bodies and the URL encoded middleware for parsing URL encoded bodies, they happen before they hit us. But the error middleware will happen after. That way we can do something next error. We can propagate the error. We can do error propagation. So yeah, we're gonna just write some middleware. So const error middleware. Make it a function. Request. Okay, if you are making middleware functions, at least error middleware functions, you take the error parameter, then the request parameter, then the response parameter, then the next parameter. Next is to pass it on. Then standard is to do code error handling, which is by using a try catch statement. I don't know, we don't need a try catch because this is the error something. If there is an error, we can format it by having some sort of error object. So we can do let error equal to Then we do message err.message me error message, and what's next? Then maybe status err.code. I think there is a code, like what's it called, property of the error object in JavaScript, but I'm not sure anymore. So I do status. Or we can cross check with GPT when we're done. Then we will log the error to the console. Log the error to the console, console.error, console.error. We can see all caps and error occurred. An error occurred, then we just write the error. We print the error to the console. The error is err. Then what we do here is we actually send a response dot status of like 500, meaning something happened. This is not a proper one. Usually I don't write it like this .json because I've actually forgotten how to write a proper one. Success. We tell the user that this failed. Success is false. Message failed. I don't think I'm writing this the correct way. I have totally forgotten how to write one of these. Has it been that long? Wait, guys, permit me to vibe code. Yo, help me write this. I've forgotten how to. We shouldn't be doing this, but this is part of life. What are you working on? Okay, in the meantime, I guess we could learn how to actually parse what we are receiving. Let's create. I'll help you complete. Okay, there we go. I can see that there are a few issues. Yes, there are a few issues. There's a typo in the function name. Okay, apparently I didn't spell middleware correctly. AIs are so intrusive. Why is this always in agent mode? You know, now I think they've made the default for this agent mode, meaning it just writes your code or writes into your code without your permission. Yep, this is how you write a proper one. This is how you write a proper one. Yes, this is how you write. So ChatGPT wins here. Did it export? Okay, so now that we have it exported, we come to Node.js, and under our dispatcher, we use the server.use error middleware. And I just did something I would consider bad. When we write code with AI, actually, we are supposed to read the code. I didn't read this code, so let's read it. Let's actually see what this thing does. So we log the error to the console.error, an error called error start error. Okay. First thing we do is to log the error. If the error object is real, one thing it could have done was first put this log if an error was actually passed. But whatever. So it gets the status code. If there's no status code, it ultimately uses 500, which means server error. 500 is the HTTP status code for server error. Then it gets the message that will tell if it fails. Then it returns the request, which is basically what I wrote, but better. So yeah, I feel better as we've gone through the AI written code. Error middleware. So we use the error middleware. Now, what is the next step in building this thing? Because I don't know. We are freelancing this. So we know right now we send a message and it replies with welcome to the Watch Jala Code Telegram channel. Okay, one thing we can do is we can see the sort of the message object, how it actually looks like, because in the tutorial we watched, it just went straight to getting a message ID. Let's look for how it actually looks like so that we can establish how to for example, we don't always want to tell the user welcome to the What Jala Code Telegram channel or whatever we put here. For example, let's say the user is not this isn't the user's first time. If this is the user's first time, we need to know that. So we need to get the user ID or something. So one way we can do that, I already actually have the details, but that's in the old stream. So what we can really do, sorry, not in the old stream, in the old project. So what we can do here is we can just in this, not in the post block, we can just console.log the message. Yes, this already does that for us, so that we can see the structure, to see the structure of the message. Yeah, but I'm going to show you the curated one that I have on GitHub, because I believe my Telegram ID would be there if I just put that on stream. So now let's go to the terminal. No, the browser. Yes, then go to my GitHub. Yeah, so you can find my GitHub at github.com/paradoxy, PARADO-XY, building a Telegram bot. I will include this in the stream chat. This is the GitHub for the current one we're doing, is building a Telegram bot live. But I want us to get the request details. I believe, oh, I didn't pass this. Oh, don't tell me I didn't pass it, because it should be details.txt file. But I must have left it in the git ignore. No, I didn't. Then why is it not here? Wait. Okay, first things first, let me get you guys the URL of the current project. I'll paste this in the stream chat. So yeah, I believe I just posted the link to the current project in the in the chat. So now let's go to VS Code so we can see what the request actually hold, because I did this yesterday. I analyzed it, but I didn't go further than that. So back to VS Code. Now we'll go to the project, the old one, open folder. We copy and paste it and we bring it here. I think it was called building a Telegram bot, but not live. Okay, so now let's give it a solid second. Yes, okay, I wrote in the details.md folder. Yeah, so this is what a basic message object looks like. Let's copy all this, then we'll have it so that anyone can use it as a reference when they are creating something. Okay, bot.js. I'm thinking. Yes, file, open folder, building, Telegram bot live, select folder. Okay, so we paste this, we paste what we got. Let's create a file. We'll create a file in the main directory called details.md. Let it be a markdown file. Okay, and we copy and paste what we took. Yes, so this is how a message actually looks. Whenever you send a message, Telegram encodes certain things. First is the ID of the update ID. When I read the docs, for example, if a message was edited, this actually is what you use to know and check that. Then this is the actual message that's being sent. This is the ID of the message. I think this ID is relative to the amount of messages that has been sent to the bots. Maybe that's why it's something like 22. I don't know. I didn't confirm that. Then this is who it's from. The from field has an ID. So if you wanted to save the users to say a MongoDB, mongo MongoDB database. We would do we could use the messages dot id. Yeah, message dot from dot id. Then this will tell us the user ID. And because user's ID most likely don't change. Anytime this user comes to the ball, we know that okay, we have this user. We can use this to save because I said that we are building a YouTube notification bot. Or basically, we'll see how the stream goes. We'll know how or what we are building. In Mongo's database, message of from.id, yes. So let's install MongoDB. Or sorry, let's install Mongos because that's what we're gonna use as a database. npm I mongoose. Okay, this is taking its sweet time. So we can create a models file, mod models file, database model. We'll be using Mongoose as I said earlier. So first we need to know who we're dealing with to the user. So user.model.js import Mongoose and the schema that we're using from Mongoose. Then we can instantiate a user schema. So const user schema. Now let's call it something like telegram bot user user schema. It's a very long name, but I'm used to writing long names. New schema, call this. We use the new keyword when we're instantiating objects in JavaScript. We don't use it in Python though. I found out strange because I learned JavaScript first. So Telegram bots, user schema, new schema, yes. What we want the schema to contain. So we want it to have a, let's look at the details. We want it to have a username. The username will be we'll use the username of that Telegram provides us. Then you get the ID. Okay, I think Telegram usernames are also unique. So maybe we don't need this ID after all. Let's see. If Telegram username is also unique, it means we don't need the ID per se. We can just use that. So let's go. Let's check the browser. Our Telegram username is unique. That's our search question. Our Telegram user names unique. If they are unique, then we could use that. This is not my question. Is a Telegram username unique? So I would just ask Copilot. If it's not unique, then we can't use it because multiple people can have the same username. That will have like database conflicts. So we need to know if Telegram usernames are unique. Maybe they're not unique as people are, if they're telling you public, no, I don't think they are unique. Our Telegram user names unique. Oh, they're unique. Okay, no two users can have the same one. That means once someone claims a specific username, it's off limits for everyone unless they give it up. Oh, you can give up a username on Telegram. If you try to register your username that is already taken, Telegram will prompt you to choose a different one. Okay, this is good. It means we can use the username as our ID, our primary ID field to identify when someone comes in. But that would mean that if the person changed their username, they would also lose their bot account. So I don't think it's actually a good idea to use the username. I think we should stick with the ID. But we should save their username. We should save their username. That makes a lot of sense. Saving their username makes sense. So let's go back to VS Code. So in our model, we want the username to be something of type string, and this is required, but it's not required to be unique. Okay, it is required to be unique, and it's required. So required is true. Then we have Telegram ID, Telegram ID, type. I think, is that a string or is that a number? I believe the Telegram ID was a number. Required. This is definitely required. They don't need passwords because they're not creating some account. All I need is their username and the Telegram ID so that we can identify them anytime they come. But and I also said that we are creating something to notify people if their favorite channels update videos, like post new videos. For example, if my channel posts new videos and I'm on your watch list, you get notified. So let's say watch list. As the stream progresses, we can improve the bot. We can improve it in various ways based on you guys' suggestions. Watch list should be a type of an array of strings, where the strings will be the handles or IDs of YT channels. Okay, so this is all we need for now. Const export default. No. Export default. Const Telegram bot user is equal to mongoose dot model. We're instantiating a model for the database. Yeah, this also means we need to connect the database. We need a database connection string. Okay, so mongoose.model. The name of the model is going to be Telegram bot user. User. Then the schema is the Telegram bot user schema. Yes, Telegram bot user schema. Then we export it as the default Telegram bots. Yes, Telegram bot user is the default. So now, since we've done this, we can come to the message router, import the user schema. Import Telegram bot user. Yeah, so we import this. Let's add .js. Okay. Now, before we actually send them this message, the type of message we send will depend on if they are new or they are not new. So remember that we get a message ID. And I want to add indexes to our user model. I want the username to be an index or let's say rather their Telegram ID is an index. So we do index equals to true. When you index something in a database, it makes it easier to write to read or write to that thing. I think it makes it easier to read. I don't think it makes it easier to write. So if we are always searching for the Telegram ID field, since we've indexed it, it will make the lookups more efficient because it has been indexed. And I think the keyword is index. I should be. If it's not, we'll get an error. So we'll see from that. Let's see. Details at MD. Message the routes to JS. Okay. Once we finish this, I'm gonna end the stream because I'm tired. These are model.js. Where are we? Message the routers. The Telegram bot user. Okay. So we are here. So now, before we send a message, let's create a function. Function send message new. This is going to be a boolean. So let's write some description about this function. This bool. This sends a message to the user depending on if they are new or not. Okay, new is a reserved word, so we see new user or is new user. Is new user sounds best. Is new user. So if it's a new user, so if is new user, we do this. Axios.post first means we should make this a top level something. Constant we can make right here. I'm making it top level constant because of variable scoping. So top level constant. Oh no, that's not where I want to be. Top level level constant. constants. Okay. All right. Auth token. Then we send this message if the user is new. So we also have to include a try catch. Control C. Control V. So it's pasting that, and while it's doing that, we have what we want to do. So yes, if the user is a new user, we send the welcome to the whiteboard notification. Okay, welcome. I think then we should add the user's name. Welcome to the service. Then we add the user's name. So let's see, username. We'll pass the username to the function as a parameter. Username. So if the person is a new user, we tell the person welcome to the service username. Else, but I've also used a switch statement here, but if else also works. Else we tell the user. Okay, rather than passing the username, we can just pass the whole message. Yes, that makes more sense for the context. Delete message. So message dot, let's see, how do we get to the username from the message? So remember that this is the message. You want to find out how to get to the username. Message dot, so we do message dot id. No. Message dot from dot id. No, message dot from dot username. This is what we do. So okay, in the message route, Here we do first. I want to change this from using. I wanted to use template strings, not regular quotes. Welcome to the service. Then we put the person's username. So message dot what was it? Message. Let's just check. Message dot chat dot username. Okay. Okay, or rather message dot from the username. Both of them hold the username, but I prefer to get this one. Message dot from the username. Message dot from dot username. If the person is new, we do this. Then we also create a new user based on based on the data that we had, based on the message data we received. So if there's a new user, before we send the post, we create one. So you can do this by doing, okay, we can make this an asynchronous function. Async function. Man, are you guys still with me? Let me check. Because even me, I'm no longer with me. I'm tired. Okay, well, it seems like people are still here, so let's just continue. We should probably be able to wrap up in like 20 minutes. Okay, so const, no, not const. Wait. Telegram bots user that creates Telegram G user dot create. The dot create function helps us easily create a MongoDB user or a Mongoose user or whatever. Or it helps us to instantiate. Let me calm down. It helps us to instantiate a document in the database. That's what the create method does. Yes, so that's what it does. So we can do, we can set the username, which we get from the message. So message dot from dot username. Then we're gonna set the Telegram ID. I think that's what we called it, to be message dot from dot ID. And if we check, message dot from dot ID holds the user ID. Okay, message dot from dot ID. Yeah, fantastic. So we create the user, then we send the message, welcome to the service. If not, we say, what should we say? We can say, because this person is not new, else if not a new user. If not a new user, come and send this message. Okay, then we do username. No, we have to change it. It's not a template string. So message dot from dot username. So we can say welcome back. Okay. Now we need to connect our database because we haven't done that. So let's create a DB file or DB folder. Then we do Mongo db.db, or we can do Mongo db.db.js. Then I'm not going to write this code myself. I'm going to ask ChatGPT. But I think I remember how to do it. Import mongoose. No. Import mongoose. Import mongoose from mongoose. If you're watching the stream, And you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. This subscribing helps me. I decided to start this channel because I wanted to like document my programming journey. I was like, I'm going to program anyway, so why not just record it? So if you agree with my philosophy, oh yeah, just even if you don't agree, please like and subscribe. Okay, import mongoose from mongoose. So mongoose dot connect. Shit, if I don't know how to write this, I've forgotten. I can't lie. And I would love to learn, but that takes a lot of time. Finish this file. We don't have that time. We've been on this for almost 2 hours. That's way behind schedule. Our next stream will be more streamlined, if I should say. It'll be more structured. I wonder how many views we are at. It currently says 105 views and 7 concurrent viewers. What is a concurrent viewer? I don't know. I'm new to YT. So if you know what a concurrent viewer is, you can, I don't know, say it in the chat. Because the YouTube chat scheme is very dry. Are you guys on your PC? Are you watching the stream? Are you cooking? What are you doing? Okay. These options are not necessary. This is why I don't like AI. And you don't have to say all this. Yeah, it's mongoose.connect indeed. We can't use localhost for this because we are not using Ngrok. So I have to actually give a valid MongoDB URI. Okay. So we're just going to keep this. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Okay. The AI kind of knows what it's doing. Kind of. So we're going to remove the options because the options don't matter. And they've actually been, what's it called? Deprecated. So they are not even valid anymore. You can just do mongoose connect. And that will work just fine. Connection.host. All these logs are not necessary. This is for a smooth exit. So on sign NT, it asynchronously closes the connection, which is a good practice. So yeah, the code is just basically how to connect to MongoDB. You just do mongoose connect, Mongo URI. Then you go back to your main application server, import the connection function. So import connect. What did it connect? Database. Yes, connect DB. Then you call it. You can call it when you've started the server. Connect DB. It doesn't return anything. It just connects you to the database, which is fantastic. Currently, if we do npm run dev, let's see if anything will crash because we've just been writing code. We didn't run it. So let's see. I'm curious. I'm heavily curious. So does it crash? Does it not crash? What does this look like? Is it gonna crash? Is it not gonna crash? Are you gonna crash? Are you not gonna crash? You're taking forever. Okay, it doesn't crash, meaning we are good to push this to git glory. So git commit, no, git add. Then git commit added. We can say we added memory because we technically did. So now our bot remembers people. Wait, I'm not done. I forgot. In the message dispatcher, this function, we are not done actually. Oof, imagine if we push that and forgot that we are not done. We are supposed to call this and pass it some stuff. One of the things we'll first check is first check if the user exists in the database. So we can do that by doing const bot user. Mm, I'm trying to remember what I want to write. Telegram bot user. Yeah, Telegram bot user dot post. No, dot find. Yes, find one. The find one function helps us find one thing in a document based on something you pass. So we're going to pass in the username, and we can get that by doing message dot from dot username. Yes, this is how we can get that. Then we can now call so we can do await send message. So this should work. So we pass in the bot user. JavaScript does truthy and falsy. So when it takes this thing, if there is no bot, this the find one function. Sorry, if there's no user with this username, the find one function will return null. So and JavaScript is truthy or falsy. So if it's null, it won't do this. If it's wait, so if not, okay, wait, my bad. We should invert. No, okay. So if we pass this, if it's indeed a new user, we are supposed to create one. Oh yeah, so this is valid. So if the user is new, this will be run, else this will be run. Okay, so this is indeed valid. We're on the right track. Then we pass in the message objects. So this should work. I cross my fingers. Okay, so once again, git add, git commit dash m. Added memory to bots. Also note that we need something in this place. We need a MongoDB URI. Added memory to bot. I have a bunch of those things, but because those things are sensitive, I wonder how I'll be able to just do it. Git push. Are we pushing? Yes, git push. So now let's push and let's move to render. Browser scene. Yeah, if you just joined the stream, leave a like, subscribe. We're building a YouTube Telegram bot for sending out YouTube notifications to people who are registered with the bot. If for the channels they add to their watch list. So now let's go to the browser and see. Let's see Telegram bot ideas and developments. Telegram bot API. Yeah, this is what we're looking at. Oh wow. So the log got me anyway. So this should redeploy. Let's redeploy. Deploy latest commit. Died. Jesus Christ. I give up. This is totally my fault. I wonder what that can be used for. Okay. So once again, it's redeploying. Then, okay, I guess we should have added environment variables first. Uh-uh. We need a MongoDB database, and I'll just expose it for the stream. If I'm unable to hide it, then I'll just change the password later. I know I do have one though. No, that's in attendance. Do we have it here? We should. Let's go the environment. It would be nice if I could just copy this thing. Yeah, Control A, C. Okay. Then we go back to our own servers, and I believe it's called Mongo URI, right? So we go back to our bot, this live one. Okay, the deploy is live, but oh, this should actually crash. Let's say the deploy should yeah, it should crash because yes, we didn't add a connection. Connect refuse. Okay. Usually what I do is if the connection fails, it should just exit because if you don't have access to your, I like to try again or to exit. If you don't have access to your database, then your app is useless. It doesn't have memory. So it's to keep connecting. So we can add the Mongo URI environment variable for edit. Let's add a new one. New secret. File name, not the file name, no cancel. Edit. Add new variable. Name of variable Mongo URI because I believe that's what we need. Let's checking if that's what we need. Okay, MongoDB URI, not Mongo URI. MongoDB URI value / Telegram. That way we can connect to the database. Okay, save, rebuild, and deploy. Now it's redeploying with the appropriate environment variable. So when the redeployment is finished, you should be able to connect to the proper MongoDB database. Then we can try it out to see if the second time works as we expect it to work. Has it been redeployed? No, it hasn't been redeployed. I'm going to redeploy it. Okay, yeah, it's deploying. Took a second. Oof. Yeah, I got to give a shout out to everyone who is still here. I think this stream has been a little over 2 hours. So if you're still here, thank you. I ask that you leave a like and you subscribe. Running the bot. It's still saying connection refused. That is so strange. Okay, MongoDB connected. Did it print the connection string to the console? Or what did it do? What did this bot do? Okay, it didn't print the connection string. So now the MongoDB is connected. So let's check out Telegram bot. Let's see if it still works. Marco, wait. I have to carry you guys along. I just went there on my own. Telegram team. Let's go. Marco. Oh, what's the fatal problem now? Oh, I want to shed tears. Okay, let's go to the browser and see. Browser scene. Okay, I think the deployment isn't finished. Is it? Okay, so the deployment is finished. Then what is the problem? Why is it from one problem to the next? I do not believe the deployment is finished. If not, it should work. Because we have no errors. It should at the very least crash. In fact, crashing would be nice here. But I don't think the deployment has finished because there should be a green dot here if it has been fully deployed. So I think it's the deployment that's taking time. Let's redeploy. Deploy latest commit. Awaiting build logs. Okay. Downloading cache. Mm. 61 MB in 7 seconds. Mhm. Zero vulnerabilities. Uploading build. Okay. Build successful. Deploying. Mm. It's taking its sweet time. Running Node.js. Bot server live. MongoDB connected. Available. Your service is live. Yes, now let's try it again. Would anyone in the chat like to tell me their favorite song? Anyone still watching, of course. Terminal, Telegram. Oh wow, no, I was not part of the show. Marco, I think. Marco. Yeah, guys, I think I should retire and stop programming entirely. Hmm. But joke apart, what's wrong? I want to retire. I'm up for retirement, early retirement. Okay, it's still building. Ah, my God. Hmm. It's taking forever to build. I always wish I could skip like filler episodes of my life. Like, for example, when I'm getting from point A to point B, I feel like that's a filler episode. It just happens to kill time. I wish I could, like, I don't know, teleport or fly or something. But I can't do any of that, unfortunately. Once again, please like and subscribe, or just subscribe if you don't want to like. I love subscriptions. Please subscribe to the channel so the channel can grow and we can have like a community where we do this regularly. We build stuff, we learn stuff. Because I believe that in this journey of life, everyone is a learner to some extent. Unless you call yourself a professional, then I can't argue with you. If you feel you're a professional, then maybe you are a professional. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah. Okay, let's now go back to the browser. Oh, the deploy is not finished. It's still building. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Let me keep it there so you guys can see what I'm seeing. See how, so you guys can feel my annoyance because it says it's still building. Anyone mind telling me their favorite song? I would love for someone to tell me their favorite song on the chat. I can tell you mine. Uh, oh, already subscribed. Thank you. Indeed, Arnold is the MVP of our stream. Arnold OG. He helped with the initial bug. Now, for this to just build so that we can test it and end the stream. Hmm. I don't know why it's taking so. Usually this doesn't happen. I'm tired. You guys, Brenda should have mercy on us. So what is wrong? Why is it taking so long today? I want to skip this filler episode. In the meantime, let me break the ice with my chat. If anyone is watching, yeah, once again, subscribe. My favorite song or my favorite musician. I'm actually Nigerian, so my favorite musician is someone called Theophilus. Theophilus. Theophilus Sunday. He's my favorite musician. He's actually a gospel musician. Ah, my God, Theophilus Sunday is so good. He's very good. And I think he's also very popular in the gospel scene in general. So anyone should be able to see him if you just look his name up. I can't believe this is still building. I'm very, very annoyed. And I feel like maybe I should get a premium render or something. or at least pay for their services. Maybe because I don't pay. That's why this is happening. Oh no, this is taking far too much time. Usually doesn't happen like this. I am annoyed. We should have learned how to use Ngrok. We wouldn't be here if we learned how to use Ngrok. The stream has gone on for 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 47 seconds. I am so sorry to those who are here. This is Renda's fault. I refuse to take the blame for this. Or maybe, Arnold recommended something. I think I'm going to move it to that off script. He recommended Railway for bot hosting. Said they are always there 247. So maybe if I could pin this so that anyone watching can see that for bot hosting, don't use render. They're taking too long to build. I don't know why. So I pinned that, pinned what he posted. Okay, I think it's almost done. Let's try this again. Or maybe our code is just rubbish. But I believe there's a console log statement, so if the requests are actually going through, it should at least be logged to the console. Let's check the code. Is there a log statement? Okay, this is not the page. Message browser.js. Yes, there is at least a log. So if indeed it were live, it would at least log something and tell us that we failed, or I failed rather. Browser scene. Okay, finally, finally, it's saying we're live now. Okay, this is the moment of truth. The moment I've been waiting for. I don't know if you guys have been waiting for this moment. Drum rolls, please. Marco. Yeah, it doesn't work. I think I've retired at this point. Let's see what the error is. Still isn't even reaching this point. So what is the problem? I don't want to end this stream in annoyance. Truly, I don't want to end this stream in annoyance. We are saying it's live. Is it really live though? Yes, it's live. So why isn't this working? Marco. I am tired, guys. Even nothing also gets logged to the console, meaning the question can be asked, is this even working? Anyway, I'm about to end the stream in annoyance. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll probably be able to fix this. I probably just need like some 30-minute power nap because this refuses to work. Yeah, so after like a 30-minute power nap, I should be back to full throttle. Let's restart the service. I still don't know why it's not working because nothing is also getting logged to the console. But if we check previously, this is the application log, and we go to Livetail. From what we have in the code, I don't feel like this is my fault. Or maybe it is my fault. Oh, it's Arnold says it's midnight. Okay, it's midday. It's 2:15 p.m. where I am. But if we look at the code, it's supposed to log the request body. So if it actually works, and it has worked before, it's indeed supposed to log our request body at the very least. For that to not be happening, it means we don't even get through to we don't even get to the server for real. Let's try it again. Mm-mm, still not working. No logs. Am I sure I'm on the right? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please, I'm gonna restart the service. Your server has successfully restarted. Are you sure? Are you sure? Didn't work. Okay. So the server is restarting. MongoDB connected. Server is live, but still doesn't work. Oh well, E for effort, I guess. Thank you all for watching, and I feel kind of annoyed to end the stream like this. I thought I would end it victoriously, but I guess I didn't. This is one of those you live, you learn instances. So yeah, have a nice day. Leave a like, subscribe, or don't leave a like if you don't want to, but please do subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. And next time I'll be ready for this. I won't take this defeat lying down. I will not take this lying down. So now, yeah, I hope you guys have like a very great day. It sucks to stop the stream here.